Hello everyone and welcome to the NAOR Cup Series race number 6 here at the Coulter's Cars Chicago 180. Here at Chicagoland tonight. I'm Aaron Brown. I am joined tonight by Riley Garcia. So so you can welcome yourself in, and I know you're a little new to this, but we're gonna figure this out.
Yeah, well, sounds like you've been having a tremendous day so far.
Yeah, we've been going so far so good. Working on these cameras. I'm not by myself today.
Go ahead.
We'll have to see if this stream quality works. But anyways, track is open for the round number 2 of qualifying. Top 10 going to work their way onto the track and try to improve their lap time. We'll see how this could work out. But so far, we have Cole Snyder on the top of the board. And right now we're looking at Josh Arnold there, right here. That's 22 machine. He's sitting in 3rd. Let's take a quick look at let's take a look at Cole Snyder, see where he's on the racetrack right now. He's not on the racetrack, so let's look at Jonathan Parker. Here he comes through 3 and 4. We'll see if he can improve his time. We've got 5 minutes left. Well, now about 4 minutes for all these drivers to quickly and get their lap times settled. So Jonathan Parker goes down to the turn 1. We'll see what he can do. So how do you think the lanes are going to be turn out tonight? Probably, I know this track can use the different lanes, but how do you think the lanes are going to determine for him?
I would say, really, you're going to see probably at the beginning of runs, I think you're going to see probably the inside line be a good line for a while, but eventually this track, I think it tends to shift up. It tends to shift up to the higher lines the later you get into runs. So I think on these long runs, you're going to see a lot of people shift up to the outside line, and that's going to be your preferred line. However, I think for the most part, you might be seeing people running all over the different lines of the racetrack. You're going to see a lot of people on the bottom in the beginning half. You're going to see some people riding the top. I think it's just going to be a lot of throughout till you get later in the runs.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Tyler definitely going to be a factor. So here's Sean Parker. He's working his way through, coming across the line now. Not improve. Well, actually, just invalid lap time. So he did not improve. He's still in 2nd. So see if anyone else can improve now. So here's Giovanni just picking random drivers. We'll see what they do. Giovanni Klein off turn 4. He could have a little bit of draft the car behind there. Figure out who that is. So Giovanni Klein 30.451. Coulter, he moves up to 5th. He was right behind him, so Coulter moves up. Nick Capiak will take a look at him. He was tracking the green a little bit there. Off turn number 2, down the back straight. He's going to have a little bit of help from behind. It's that 47 machine of Brett Bennett. He's in 10th. Hopefully he can improve his way up to that top 5 maybe. See how Capiak can do coming through 3 and 4. And a 30.456 to start. We'll see what he can do this time by. It's going to be 30.471. No improvement for Nick Capiak. There we go.
I want to see if I can. I'm trying to see if I can find something real quick.
There we go.
Donnie Kite's on the racetrack right now. So far.
So take a look. Donnie Kite through 3 and 4. He's an outside lead. A little bit too close. Leave that Giovanni Klein right in front of him. We'll see if any dirty air could affect him. Kite's going to come across the line. We're at 31.082, but he's tracking pretty good so far. Here's this driver info. So this is the 2 machine of Donnie Kite. Our Juicy Spider machine. So you're around the outside in 3 and 4. So you can pick up some time.
He's got that run all the way to the bottom.
It's going to be a 30.728. He's not going to jump up.
Still 3/10 off his best time.
The track could be a little bit slower. So we'll have to see how that works out for a lot of these drivers. So we bring up the intervals of 45 seconds left in this qualifying session. Currently Cole Snyder on the pole, but he's not on the racetrack, so Not to see, but we'll take a look at Jonathan Parker here. If we can get him. Nope. Let's try and pick up someone. Okay, I cannot pick up anyone, so we're gonna have to... Oh, okay. Nope, I had to click apply. Right, there's Jonathan Parker. So Jonathan Parker pulls into a stall, little pit road practice. Josh Arnold also in his stall. Giovanni Klein in here as well. Giovanni Klein and Donnie Kite are right next to each other. Let's see what Klein can do off turn number 2.
Oh, he got the wall.
A little bit of the wall. Brett Bennett, we'll see what he can do coming into turn 1. This is his final lap. This is the last driver who's going to be on the racetrack. Track is pretty good right now on his lap time. It looks like an average. That's what this is telling you. Down the back straightaway. And he backs it off. He backs it down. Gets it into the wall. So Brett Bennett's going to round out 10th.
Too on his qualifying run. That's going to end qualifying, it looks like.
Yeah, that ends qualifying. So that will be qualifying. So we'll get into our race mode, and we'll bring up that grid here in 1 second. So tonight we got a, let's see, we got a 180-mile race tonight. I gotta quickly get into those laps. I don't have the iRacing UI to use now, so I'm a little new to this.
120 laps.
120 laps. There we go. So 120 lap race. We're currently on the grid, so we'll bring that grid up tonight. We'll bring so Cole Steiner, he's gonna bring up. He will take the pole. Well, this does not show the time, but we're gonna try and get this through here, I guess. But Cole Snyder will be on the pole. Jonathan Parker will be alongside him in that 48 machine. Josh Arnold in 3rd. Giovanni Klein in 4th. Carl Taub in 5th. Donnie Kite in 6th. We'll take that next page. Mark Kissenweather, Jaden Porter at 7th and 8th. Nick Kapiak and Brett Bennett, they'll round out the 5th row. There's last 2 drivers in that final round there. Hunter Peach and Ethan Fonseca Moreno will round out, start the back half of the top, well, the second top 10, and 11th and 12th. We'll go with that. Nathan Lemon 13th, Mike Campbell 14th, Jeremy Minch will be 15th, Jose Ruiz will be 16th, Arnique Quinones in 17th, Tyler Bronach in 18th, and that will round out our field, our 18-car field tonight. So Jonathan Parker.
Very small field tonight.
Yeah, smaller field than what we're normally seeing here, but all these drivers trying to work try to pick up their points when they can. We'll see if we can pick someone up. Oh no,
points
that's right.
are really going to matter
the
here.
Camera. There we go.
Especially with less positions being available, points are really going to be worth a whole lot more now wherever you finish.
That
just
is
means
true.
you got less people to pass, less points up for grabs.
Yeah, but also keep in mind, the race winner also gets
I didn't know
the
we were
playoffs.
racing
So Cole
nighttime.
Steiner, he won Atlanta early this year, so he's locked in already. So pace cars are rolling off onto the track. So we got 1 lap.
Fun.
Here.
Can't wait to drive a ship around this racetrack.
Oh, quickly, I gotta hurry up and mute that voice chat. Sorry about that. Let me just go turn off my spotter. I apologize for the live. Okay, there we go. Alright. Pretend that never happened. Okay, anyway, so we got 2 laps of pacing here. So Cole Sanders will lead this on to the green. We'll take a quick look at our weather for tonight's event. 26, and this is not even in Fahrenheit. Let's bring that off. Let's take that off metric units. There we go. 79 degrees Fahrenheit, 79 degrees track temp as well. Partly cloudy skies, 3 mile per hour 3 mile per hour winds to the west, and 30% humidity. So that will be a tough. We'll see how the grip levels will change. So not a too hot track temp here tonight.
Not very windy either.
Not very windy either. So see if anyone. Sorry. Could be a factor. We'll have to see how the setup drives, how the drivers will handle it. Could get tight, could get loose. We'll transition into the night. So Cole Snyder on the pole. We have Jonathan Parker alongside him. So Jonathan Parker, he's been dominant so far this year, along with Ethan Fonseca Moreno. But Moreno, not really a great qualifying for him as we normally see. He's gonna have to make his way through the back of the field. He's to be starting in that 12th place position. So they take the 1 lap to green. Take the 1 to green signal here, so Coulter going to lead him to green with Jonathan Parker around the outside. Josh Arnold and Giovanni Klein will get the stage links here, so tonight, so we do have a low fuel race in a way. So 25 additional laps on the stage. So expected for 2 stops in the final stage. Tonight's 120 laps, and Jonathan Parker, you won here last time, so he's going to try and go back-to-back here at Chicagoland. On the Peach, last race high at 90 laps. Parker, Peach, Arnold, and Snyder in top were all top 5 for last race. So we'll see how that goes. So 120 laps tonight. Stages at 20 and 45. 20 and 45. So it's the pace car going to take that hard left turn onto pit road, and we're going to bring him to green. Coulter into the Geico Risa zone. We're underway here at Chicagoland.
It's a great start by the outside line already with Jonathan Parker will quickly take the lead away.
Yeah, Parker with a great restart. We've seen him be very good with his restarts the entire season. He quickly moves down to the inside in turn number 1. Klein's will be on the outside of Coulter, side by side for the lead. The second, now they're going to clear out. Donnie Kite tries to force his way on the outside of Coulter, but Snyder's going to shut the door. Jaden Porter moves down at the bottom. He's 3 wide. Just about on the bottom.
See a little bit of 3 wide here for a while. At least everyone's going to be scrambling for positions for the first while. And Kite's already fighting back. After getting the wall on the outside line, he's going to try to dive back down and get the bottom to work.
Yeah, Kite trying to find some extra spots. Nose track position is important. We'll see if he can slot in line here, but behind the 28 of Jaden Porter.
Bennett's trying to get the outside. Ooh, I think he got a little bit loose trying to avoid the wall. It's going to cost him a little bit of time.
Side by side with Porter and Snyder now side by side for this place position. These drivers trying to fight for their track. Let's see Jaden Porter to the inside of Coulter, trying to get that side draft, get on the side door there.
Kite's trying to hang on to this 5th spot. Jaden right now is just trying to really make ground here. He's been hanging tough on that inside line. Although you know that Snyder would definitely be getting runs off that top line. That should be helping him clear Jaden Porter. But Jaden really holding his own on the bottom, and he's getting it to work better that time. 1 and 2.
Yeah, that's and now we do have a battle for the race lead as well. Giovanni Klein in the race lead. John Parker all over him. Klein was able to take that race lead away. Klein a little blinking out just a little bit, so it's kind of messing with our ticker here, but is the race lead being pulled away by a couple tenths over Jonathan Parker. Jonathan Parker and Josh Arnold kind of slotting in line behind Giovanni Klein as our race leader. But Jaden Porter still stuck side by side with Donnie Kite here for this 4th place spot.
He keeps fighting, and every time he loses ground, he just seems to get right back to him. But right now, he's not going to be able to contend with that battle any longer. He's got to worry about trying to hang on to the spot that he's in now.
Yeah, works. He's Jaden Porter on the inside of Brett Bennett now, so he's kind of getting free trade on that outside lead. Jaden Porter trying to hold on. Right now, we're 5 laps into the first stage.
Jaden's going to have to try and find a spot that he can squeeze in on the outside line. It looks like he's finding down the gap with that.
Down the back straightaway, so you got a couple drivers in front of him now. Coulter, he started on the pole, he's kind of falling back a little bit, fell back to 5th. Now he's side by side with Donnie Kite. Kite's on the outside lead, fighting for that 4th place spot. Currently, Klein pulls away a little bit. Jonathan Parker lost that spot to Josh Arnold for 2nd. Down into 1 and 2.
Looks like rubbing the wall on the first lap did not do anything to slow down Kite, because he was getting that line to work, and he's kind of back on the move again.
Kite is on the outside lane. Let's take a quick look at this on our cameras. So on board with Donnie Kite here. On the outside lane, we'll see how he's able to use this outside lane to his advantage. So now he's just in the middle of the track. Down down the back straight, he's able to clear Cole Snyder, so
He's got that full spot taken care of now.
Yeah, but Jonathan Parker trying to fight his way back up.
Jaden Porter's trying to bring that fight now to Snyder to try and take that fifth spot. Snyder just did not get a good jump in off this track at the initial start of the race there.
Yeah, just didn't get he just didn't really get a good jump on the start, and just kind of falling behind. Right now, he's trying to kind of recover this track position with Giovanni Klein, Josh Arnold. They're kind of close now for this race lead. See what they'd be able to do. Klein's still blinking out just a little bit, but Arnold trying to use that outside lead to his advantage. To stay out of that dirty air. This time about a week halfway through the first stage, so start of lap 20 will be the stage caution. Into lap 20.
Apiak's got to the outside of Jaden Porter. He's going to try and take that spot away.
Now force his way around the outside lane. Uses the momentum. He's able to clear. Porter almost gets into the back bumper of the 6th machine of Nick Apiak. See if he can make that work. He's on a beach there. Now here comes Jaden Porter, kind of falling off a little bit. These drivers behind us.
Snyder was enjoying that battle because now he got a chance to get away from Jaden Porter for a bit. Finally got time to catch a breather.
Yeah, now that's allowing him to catch Donnie Kite here through 3 and 4, but now we also got Jonathan Parker looking to the inside of Josh Arnold, contacted into the wall. Josh Arnold, Parker's going to go all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack. So all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack and get back up
Parker's
off turn 4.
Parker's going to lose a ton of momentum there.
Yeah, here comes Donnie Kite. He's going to look to the inside lane, side by side. Here comes Cole Snyder. Cole Snyder going to look around the outside lane. We'll see what he can do.
Tried the outside line, couldn't get through up there. Now he's going to switch lines, drop to the middle line. And Kite might have a chance of beating Parker. Yes, he does.
Oh, but yeah, Donnie Kite, he moves into that 3rd place position. We'll see if he can chase down Josh Arnold. Currently, Giovanni Klein still leads 7/10 of a second out in front. With 7 laps to go in this first stage. Parker's got a run on Kite. Be able to take it down to the turn number 1. Tires should start to come into factor here. So these drivers have been ripping the top the entire way, kind of overheating the tires, hurting their tires. So we'll fall back a little bit. But we'll have to see if that works out for a lot of these drivers.
Now we just have to see, has anyone maybe pushed their tires a little too hard in the beginning? Is it going to cost them any spots? And is there anyone maybe saving tires that are going to take away these stage points from them?
Yeah, as mentioned, Cole Snyder, he was falling off the start. I just thought it was, he got kind of French rained and just didn't really get a great start. But maybe he could have been backing off intentionally, saving his tires for this last 5 laps of the stage. Just 3 wide right in front of him. Almost Arnold holds on, but here comes Snyder. He's going to push these outside cars.
Freight train across the outside line.
Yeah, with Kite and Snyder pushing Josh Arnold by Jonathan Parker. Parker able to use that inside lane to his advantage. Shorter distance around the racetrack, but still getting freight train. But he's got some drivers behind him. Jaden Porter and Capiak on their piece. They're all behind him. 3 wide for that 4th place spot. Cole Snyder trying to stick in the middle, trying to make something happen. Parker on the bottom, Parker on the top.
Backed out of that 3 wide scenario. Maybe it's a little risky to try it.
5 to go in the first stage. All these drivers fighting for everything they can. They're 3 wide for this 5th, 6th, 7th spot. They're pretty much all for their blankets.
This is a 6, 5. This is 5, 6, making a 7-car battle. I think we got an 8-car battle for this spot.
Yeah, Parker finally cleared for 2nd, but now Snyder clears for 3rd. We'll see if he can chase down that 48 machine, but now we've still got Calamity behind him as they're 3 wide still with Arnold, Beach, and Porter.
Porter really checked up there big time. You saw him swerve right down the bottom just to try and get away from Arnold there. Four wide.
We're going to be 4 wide. Happy almost got squeezed there between Peach. There is still going to be 4 wide. Kiss and Feather there on the very bottom. Moreno's going to find his way up through here. He's up to 6th. We'll see what he can do. Down to 3 and 4. Oh, but Porter's going to make contact with Kite off turn 2 there.
Something's wrong with Arnold. Arnold has just lost those spots and he's falling right out there now. He's falling just outside. It's like about the 8th spot.
He falls all the way back to the 11th place position, so he's out of the stage.
Yeah, he's out of the stage points now. It's waiting for that to update.
Yeah, we have 2 laps to go here in the stage.
He started 3rd in the stage. Well, he started 3rd in the race, and he's falling all the way back to the 11th spot. That is not what you want to see.
Yeah, maybe we just made a couple too many mistakes and just lost all his momentum, just lost the tire wear. And he's falling back to 11th.
Contact up front.
All these drivers are still
between Knight and Porter.
Dicing for everything. Final lap for the stage. We'll see what they can do. Porter on the bottom, okay, but currently Jonathan Parker in 2nd. Giovanni Klein still leading. He's still blinking out. Parker kind of making a little bit of a lunge. We'll see if he makes the move down to the 3 and 4. Into 3 and 4, he drives it in deep. Not going to be enough. Off turn number 4, Giovanni Klein. Going to go down the front straightaway. He's going to come into the triangle. He's going to pick up the stage win here for tonight. Quickly.
They were 3, maybe 4 wide. Couple spots behind them.
Everyone fighting for everything they could there. So Giovanni Klein picks up a chaotic first stage. He was able to get out front, just kind of pull away and hold it. So Giovanni Klein, stage 1 winner. Okay. Well, we're trying to figure. I had a little text there, but we'll get it fixed. Oh, there it is. There we go. Yeah. We're working everything out. So on to the first caution of the night for the stage. Soon everyone will come down and take the 4 fresh tires and a full tank of fuel. So just under 100 laps to go, so we get this flat 45 for stage number 2. So Giovanni Klein, he picks up that first stage. Watch him come down pit road here. Hope that's the wrong pit lane camera. We'll bring it to this one. Well, we gotta go to Klein since he's blinking out. There's pit lane. There we go. Everyone coming down pit road. Jonathan Parker will follow Giovanni Klein going into pit road. So Klein will pull into his stall first. It's the wrong pit lane camera. I'm figuring these out. Bear with me. Down into pit roads. We'll see if anyone's even bold for 2-tire strategy. I doubt it, but Giovanni Klein there in that 4th car. There, you got. Oh, Moreno, Porter, they're all going to come out first. So Giovanni Klein going to come out pretty late. A slow stop for Klein. He's going to lose a lot of spots on pit road. But Jonathan Parker will pull off with the race lead.
Looking here what happened with Klein on pit road, it looked like actually he overdrove his pit box and he actually had to back up to get into it, which is costing him a lot of spots.
So speaking of Giovanni Klein, since he won our stage, let's bring in the number 5 machine of Giovanni Klein. Giovanni, welcome. Do you have a copy?
Sure, I do.
Alright, you able to hook up that first stage win? A little pit road incident there, so you lost a lot of spots on pit road. How are you going to be covered?
Gonna try to drive through. I kind of was just trying to, I know it was blinking, so I was actually trying to fix that. So hopefully I fixed that. That was my issue there.
Alright, well congrats on the stage win, and we'll hopefully see you later in the race, after the race, but good luck for the rest of the race.
Appreciate it.
That was our stage winner, Giovanni Klein. He's going to have to restart from that 8th place position after a rough pit stop. Had to try to fix his blinking there, so we'll see if he'll be able to pick that back up. So Jonathan Barker will be our race leader. When we come back to green off turn number 2, pace car down, so has lights off on the pace car. On that iRacing Ford Mustang. So about 21 laps for this stage as well. So have a decently long, pretty much the same length. So kind of short, kind of long, but tires will definitely matter if they burn them up too much. So got to be a little bit careful. Every driver still has to be careful.
We just saw there in that. We did just see there in that first stage as well. If you maybe run too aggressively in the beginning part of the run, you might not have anything left at the end of the stage. And if you're able to save enough in the beginning half, you'll be able to put together a fight there right at the end.
Yep, the pace car pulls off after the restart, so we're back underway here at Chicagoland. Parker out with that advanced restart. He just kind of checks out already before they even get to turn 1. Porter and Snyder side by side for that second place spot. See what they're able to do. Here comes Ethan Fonseca Moreno. We've seen him be dominant all season long, up front racing, and now he's going to be 3 wide for that 3rd place spot. Kites all the way on the bottom, trying to make every spot he can. He might try and dive it on Porter here for that 2nd place spot. Not going to be able to do it. Snyder, Moreno, Kite, 3 wide. Moreno's going to be able to get to the outside. He's going to be able to clear. Not yet.
Snyder got a little tight in that middle line. Really had to check up there.
We'll see if he falls back pretty early in this first part of the stage, like he did last time.
He's fighting back on the outside line. He's not going to give that up.
Yeah, that outside lane very dominant here. Giovanni Klein, he started up in 8th. He started in 8th. He's already up to 6th. He's going to work his way back up to that top 3 if he can. Here comes Kisseweather. He's all the way on the apron trying to make some moves work. Klein's got a good run. He's trying to stick his nose to the outside of that 24 machine of Cole Snyder. They're able to make it happen.
I think he just tried to show his nose up there, saying, "Hey, if you don't pay attention, it's outside." They saw him. I don't think he was going to try it there yet. It was a little too early to try that aggressive move.
Yeah, a little early on.
But now he's got the space. He might try it here if he can get there in time.
Get that run, but I don't know. He's got that run. Here he comes. He looks to the outside lead.
He lost the run.
Not longer distance around the trial, not able to get it done. Now he's going to try and dive to the bottom. Looks to the inside of Cole Snyder for this 4th place position. Currently, just kind of like how Klein was when he was leading. The leader pulls away by about a half a second, so Parker up to a half-second lead as these drivers behind them battle. Now they start to single file out, but Donnie Kite trying to make his way through. See if he can get to the inside of Kisseweather. He's going to go run. He's looking to the outside of Giovanni Klein. He's going to push Klein down the front straightaway. Give it a little buck draft like it's Talladega or Daytona, but try and get up closer to that 24 machine of Cole Snyder. But here comes Giovanni Klein. He's making that outside lead work.
That push helped down the straightaway because now it got him to the outside.
But he dropped the wall there, I think, off turn 2. Not going to kill his momentum enough. And he's going to be clear of Snyder.
The wall was not going to deny him that spot. And now and it still won't deny him because all the way to the outside again of Moreno. And it looks like he might be taking over this spot. I think he can clear him in turn 1. If he doesn't, he'll clear him off.
Not able to clear him in 1, but Moreno's going to have to drive it in deep, trying to slide up, how to pull a slide job, but Klein not going to let it happen. A little bit of contact off turn 2, down the back straightaway. Klein side by side for this 3rd place spot.
I think.
Side by side for the 3rd place spot is here, 3 and 4. Trying to spice up the camera angles a little bit, but I'm just working with the iRacing camera. I mean, TV2 is easily the best, but trying to work now 3 wide. Trying to work this out. 3 wide.
Klein really seems to be trying to pinch the air down on the radio, it looks like, and it's going to help him out. Klein's got that 3rd spot.
They're trying to there's the gap. I had him between cars, but there's the gap between the leader. I didn't even notice that till now. But Giovanni Klein able to work his way up, so he's up to 3rd now. So he'll see if he can able to chase down Porter and Klein, Parker. He's losing outside lane to middle of the outside lane early on this run. So be a little careful not to flip those tires with the back half of the run. Finds he's got a good run. Gonna look look to the inside of Porter here, maybe turn 3. Thinks about it, gets to the bumper, has to back off a little bit. It's really deep in the corner. Klein able to make it work, so kind of stalls out there.
I think what helps him with making these moves is the fact that he knows he won the first stage. He knows that he's got a fast car. And it's just that confidence boost that even though he lost spots on pit road, he knows how fast he was. He immediately made the moves to get up to the front here.
Able to make that work, but down 3 and 4. We'll see if he can got that lead. We'll see if he can be able to make those moves work. He looked faking low there and started it high. Not able to make it work. Down to 3, down to 1 and 2. Kind of sticking behind Porter, pushing Porter closer up to Parker. Their gap's down to about 2 tenths now. Off to number 2, down the back straightaway.
Porter got away from him just a little bit there. However, that's going to help them both out as they are now slowly but surely reeling in Parker.
John Parker, he's got that clean air, but now these drivers are working a little bit together behind him. Just the draft helping them out, but Klein's going to dive into the apron. Everyone kind of single file out through the rest of the field.
A lot of people drove it down to the apron. They're all trying to stay in each other's draft here. Just don't want to lose the guy in front of you. That's what they're all thinking here, it looks like.
Yeah, everyone's just kind of staying in line, but Moreno, he's got a little bit closer to Klein, using that different lane there, but not able to make anything work. It's not staying a single file. Closest battle, really, I think I've seen it from behind. In the background was Brett Bennett. He's side by side with Kyle Top here, so side by side for this. This is for the 11th place position.
Just enough of a run. He's going to really drive it. Moreno drove it way into the bottom of the racetrack. Almost tried to get. It almost looked like he tried to pass Klein and Porter all at the same time. Was only able to slide up in front of Klein.
Yeah, so
Porter got such a strong run on.
Yeah, so Ethan Fonseca Moreno able to move up to 3rd and put him and his teammates 1, 2, and 3. So this is a great run for his team so far. Sharon Motorsports. Yeah, there we go. Got that. Those drivers all in the top 3. We'll see what they can be able to do.
Kite's moving his way up to the 6th spot there. He's got side-by-side battle behind him. So Kite's trying to work his way back up.
Yeah, great moves into 6th. You got Cole Snyder and Nick Kapiak. They're side-by-side behind him. So Snyder falling back still in that 8th place spot. Just saving his tires maybe a little bit too much for this stage. We'll see what he can do long into the change here, because once we restart, we'll probably have about 70 to go, so they will have to pit twice. But so still, only fuel is expected to be around 25 laps. So really, tires not really a huge factor. You don't really have to save them too much. Still definitely will be important.
But the fall off on tires is big, especially when it comes down to a point where there's like pit stops, and now you got to mix your strategies in there. If you pit too soon, the tires are going to wear out so much faster and so much earlier. However, maybe you'll have the space that you can save them longer than you can others.
Yeah, for sure. Tires will definitely matter. Don't want to fall off, but Lou Snyder is talking about tires. I think he is saving his tires. He's working his way through the field. Klein, you see how he was early. He was middle to high line very early, trying to get that shine position. Now he's falling back. He's under attack from Marquista Weather, Donnie Kite, Cole Snyder, Nick Kapiak on our Peach. All these drivers trying to get by that 5 machine.
I think he's burned up his stuff a little too early, trying to make all that ground to get back in some fun, and now it seems to be hurting him.
Got through number 1 and 2. Kiss webbing outside lane.
Ooh,
Now
had
he's
to check
stuck
up.
middle, 3 wide. Johnny Klein almost a little contact with Donnie Kite there. Down the back stretch, or back straightaway, whatever you want to call it, really.
Halfback's going to go right around them over the top line. Kite's going to fight back on the bottom.
Klein just
Beats
kind
to
of,
the bottom.
yeah, Klein's just kind of just stuck in the middle, but oh, Halfback kind of checks him there. Didn't know he was going to be up a little bit higher. But Peach still 3 wide with Halfback and Klein. Klein in the middle, burned up his tires, getting, you kind of see it got tight, slides up. He's going to be able to slot right in front of Jimmy Minch. Down the back straightaway, PJ not able to slide in front of, Nick Halfback there.
Remember that we saw these problems with Arnold here in the first stage. And he got in the middle of these battles, and he slipped back just outside the top 10 despite starting inside the third spot. And now, well, this is his chance to really get stage points here.
Yeah, meanwhile, this battle for the
we're seeing
lead.
these same problems happen with Klein now.
Yeah, but now all that battle behind. Meanwhile, this battle for this lead starting to heat up for this stage win. Jonathan Parker under attack from his teammate Jaden Porter and Ethan Fonseca Moreno. Moreno pushing Porter, able to get it closer there, but Porter is there, about a 10th and a half down the front straightaway. 2 laps to go on the stage. We'll see if he can pick up the stage win, get up that extra points through turn number 1 and 2. You see all 3 drivers using different lines. Mark on the bottom, Porter in the middle, and Moreno all the way up to the top side, down the back straightaway.
These 3 just checked out from the rest of the field. It's just going to be a 3-car battle amongst themselves.
Yeah, through turn number 3 and 4, but now here comes Moreno. He wants that second place spot from Jonathan Porter. That's going to allow Parker to pull away. Final lap in the stage. Parker leads, Porter in seconds, Moreno in P number 3. Kissaweather falls back to 4th towards the back. He's in 4th towards the back. So all those drivers still heavily battling for those spots. Down the back straightaway, Jonathan Parker. Well, here comes, so switch to him. Moreno looks to the inside of Porter for seconds. Can Porter, Porter going to let him slide up? It looks like Moreno's going to slide up for a second. Off turn 4, Jonathan Parker going to come across the line to complete 45, and he's going to pick up the stage number 2. Has some extra points in the bank for that 48 machine. So you're quickly through both stages of this race so far tonight.
Arnold is going to round out the top 10. He beat Klein for that spot. So the problems that we saw Arnold have in the first stage, Klein has in the second stage, and it's going to cost him points. Just tighten up right there near the
Let's take a look at this. Coulter, he just steals that 9th place spot by an inch there. That was really close as all those drivers were fighting for every spot they could. Now we go back to live here. So Jonathan Parker will bring him in after these pit stops here. So he's off turn number 2 down the back straight. We're gonna hit Ford Mustang, iRacing Ford Mustang pace car. Gonna pick up the race leader of Jonathan Parker. We'll bring them down pit road here in a second, and I'm assuming everyone will bring all their machines down to pit road. Jonathan Parker, he was able to get that lead, just kind of just like Giovanni Klein. He was, and he did not let it happen. And I mean, no one really had a challenge for him. Once he got that lead, he kind of just flew away. It was everyone started battling behind, but now everyone's gonna bring it down.
He also knew he got this. He also knew he got to save a lot of his stuff too, considering that everyone was battling and just how big of a lead he had. He knew he had. He could start saving his stuff there.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. When you're in the race lead, it's pretty easy to save your stuff. You just back off a little bit, manage your gap to second, and that's kind of how you have to do it. And you also don't have to worry about battling with anyone. But now Cole Steiner he's there in the lead. Well, on the pole in the first stop, in the first box since he qualified on pole.
One thing though that we definitely.
Oh, Ethan Fonseca Moreno, he's gonna jump Jonathan Parker off pit road there. So Jonathan Parker.
One thing we really saw in both those stages there was just how much tires and track position really do matter. Because if you're farther in the back, you got to burn up your stuff more to move up.
Jonathan Parker was able to pick up that second stage win. There we go. That works. So Jonathan Parker able to pick up the stage one, so we'll bring him in. So Jonathan Parker, welcome to do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, so able to pick up that second stage win, able to hold off your teammates Ethan Fonseca-Moreno and Jaden Porter. So what you gonna do here in this final stage, and what's your strategy heading into the rest of this race to try to pick up this race win?
That's just kind of stay in the draft and keep your right front on it, and then you'll have a chance. Losing that spot on pit road doesn't help, but as long as I'm with these guys, we'll have a shot.
We'll see what you can do. You're gonna have to fight your way back to the lead. So good luck, and see you in the rest of the race.
Thank you.
So that was our stage number 2 winner of Jonathan Parker. Back in. So Jonathan Parker picks up the second stage. But his teammate Ethan Fonseca-Moreno able to steal that race lead off pit road. So he'll lead us back to the green.
Now it's time for the most important stage, the last one.
Yeah, the final stage will have 71 laps to go when we restart here, so just a little bit over halfway, but these drivers will have to pit around 25. They might be able to stretch it to 30 with the tire when the tire fall off. We'll have to see, but Moreno in the race lead. Pace car going to take that hard left turn for the 3rd time. Today, into the restart zone. We're back underway here at Chicagoland. Moreno off to a great restart, but Parker able to hold alongside, close with him. Porter in 3rd, so all 3 of those teammates able to get a quick gap to everyone else.
And it's just immediate. Just you see it already right now, about a 3-car length gap between the top 3 in that 4th spot.
Jaden Porter's looking for the race lead already.
Not getting too far away right now.
Yeah, now Porter, you can tell he wants that race lead from his teammate of Ethan Fonseca-Moreno. This is going to allow all those drivers behind to catch up. Side by side for the lead. What will Parker do? He's going to stick to the top lane. He's going to push Moreno a little bit, but he's still kind of stuck side by side. Moreno able to power around the outside lane, able to hold off that race lead, but here comes Kissenweather. He wants that 3rd place spot.
Ooh, almost cut the nose on him.
Yeah, Parker
really
put
tried
the
to
wall
slide
there.
right up in front of him. He immediately had to get out of the gas, immediately had to change lanes. Kissenweather all the way up to the top line. Parker's about to lose this spot, and now he's under fire for 4th.
Yeah, here comes Cole Snyder, our pole sitter. He's fighting back up now. He knows what he has to do. He's saving his tires a little bit now, but now he knows he has to get the track position for him to really matter. He's on the outside, almost gets to the outside of Marcus Weather, side by side for the 4th place spot. And they're still side by side for the lead with Jaden Porter and Ethan Fonseca-Moreno. Kissenweather moves to the 3rd. Jonathan Parker trying to fight away on the bottom with side by side with Kissenweather for 3rd.
They're side by side. They're going to stay side by side. They're going to come to the start-finish line. Moreno's going to lead this lap, and already we're looking at a 5-car battle for this race lead.
Now keep in mind, you got the rest of the field single file behind him, waiting to make a move. Donnie Kite, he's closing in on that gap with Jonathan Parker, but still side by side with lead. Moreno, Porter. Here comes Kissenweather. Where does he go? Does he take it 3? He's going to stick behind Moreno on the outside lane. Sticks to what line he trusts. Just stay right behind Moreno. Maybe he can get a little bit 30 air. Oh, but Porter almost did a Moreno off the corner. Moreno's going to be able to clear, but Kissenweather with a great run. He's going to move to the outside lane of Jaden Porter.
I think he got too focused on blocking his teammate, and all of a sudden, that's going to slow up Porter, and that's going to allow Kissenweather to shoot right to the outside of him. But Porter's going to fight back on the inside line, though. He's not trying to give up his spot so easily.
Yeah, but Porter trying to fight back on the bottom. Kissenweather the outside lane, still side by side with that 2nd place spot, but they're side by side behind him too with Snyder and Parker. Snyder's going to take that 4th place spot away, but these 2 drivers still side by side for 2nd. No one can get clear of each other. But Moreno not really pulling away like we have seen it earlier in the race so far.
Line right now is getting that outside line to work, and he's already trying to take that spot away from Parker. Now stuck side by side with him for that 5th spot. He might have to give it up here, maybe, unless he fights back. He's driving it down the bottom.
Parker trying to make that inside lane work. All these top 5 now kind of single file, but Klein able to make that outside lane work. He used the outside lane a lot earlier. He was able to get it done. He burned up his tires, started to fall back, but now he's back to the outside, that trusty outside lane. Big send down to the outside of turn 1. He's going to be able to stick to the outside of Cole Snyder. Snyder's going to shut the door on him. Almost self-moves himself there. Not able to make it work, but Kissenweather gets to the outside.
He's going to try and go higher. Moreno's running the outside line, but Kissenweather said, I'm going to go higher. Can he get above him? No, he's going to go right down, push it, shoot right back to the top. Moreno decided he's got to block the bottom. He didn't want to give up the bottom line to him.
Yeah, Kissenweather not able to get to the outside lane, but he's trying to fight for this race lead. He knows the leader. Once the leader gets out in front and everyone starts battling, it's easy to pull away and just kind of control this race. But Kissenweather trying to find his way by. Now he's kind of stuck to the middle right behind Moreno. Moreno leads. Snyder moves to third. Here comes Klein. He's going to the outside of Jada for the fourth place spot, but he kind of slots back in line.
Hunter Peach gets by Jonathan Parker.
Yeah, Hunter Peach coming up through the field.
Hunter Peach is on the move, and he sees his battle in front of him. He's saying, all right, allow me to join.
And just look, all these drivers to the bottom and middle. Peach ripping the wall. This tells you the multitude of this racetrack, and these lanes able to be used. But Snyder, he's able to take that second spot away from Mark Kissenweather. Snyder, he's starting on the pole. He's looking for the race lead. He wants to lead back. Fixes those forces around the outside of Moreno. Side by side, the lead down to the end of turn one.
Moreno tried to use the whole apron to his advantage, cut all the way to the bottom of the apron, and was not going to allow him to hang on to the lead, because Snyder is going to shoot around the outside. He's got a nose in front of him, he's got the door in front of him, but Moreno's going to fight right back on the bottom. He's going to have a chance to slide up in front.
Just try to pull the slide job off turn 4. Moreno able to get it work. Snyder not going to be able to force his way on the outside lane. It's kind of forced to push Moreno as he was able to cut down in time to try and get to the inside lane. So Moreno holds the race lead for now, but Kissenweather dives it in behind Cole Snyder trying to get his move work. But here comes Hunter Peach ripping the wall. He's up to 4th, looking for 3rd.
That 20 car is on the move, and he is not going to be forgotten.
He's ripping the outside wall.
He started 11th this race, and he's already driven himself up to 4th. He's just been a quiet contender buying his time. And now he's really making his presence known. He's going for 3rd.
He takes that 3rd spot away from Mark Kissenweather. He's able to make that outside lane work, looking like Kyle Larson to that outside lane, ripping that outside wall, able to make it work as we just crossed the halfway point. 60 down, 60 to go, and Peach is on the move. He's looking to the outside of that 20 machine of Cole Snyder.
He had such a huge run on Snyder. Snyder was just trying to, he's just making a battle for the lead, and now all of a sudden he's got to worry about battling for 2nd.
Down the front straightaway, coming into turn number 1 and 2. Peach on the outside lane, Snyder on the bottom. Peach able to rip that wall. He's made it work so far this entire stage so far. 10 laps, well now 11 laps into the stage. Peach, he started 11th. He's kind of started towards the back half of the field in this stage, and now he's up to 2nd. He's looking for the lead off turn 4.
From out of these top 8, top 9 cars here, Hunter Peach seems to be running the outside line higher than anybody else is currently at the moment. And there's others getting right up there as well, but no one's really gotten as high as he has. Kissenweather got way up there now. It doesn't look like it's going to help him as much as it was for Hunter Peach, who shoots to the outside going for the lead.
Down to the 3 and 4. Moreno on the bottom. Going to try and drive it in deep. Trying to shut the door on Hunter Peach off the corner. Does he make it work? Yes, he does. Peach have a run. Does he take it to the bottom? Down on the front straightaway. Into the Moreno on the apron. Peach sticks to the outside lane. What is he doing down the 1? He's going to stick to that trusty high line. He's just put it right up against that wall. Stick it up against the wall. And just pin the throttle down off the corner.
Peach really likes using that outside line. You know he does not want to give it up, so if he gets a chance to back at the bottom, he's going to try and stick to the top line. Now Moreno's going to run up there, give him that 30 there so he can mess up his line. And it did a little bit because that allowed Coulter to get right underneath for a 2nd, but not for long, as Peach shoots right back ahead for that 2nd spot. Now he changed lines, went to the bottom.
Went to the bottom, so let's get a little bit of comparison here. So Hunter Peach in that race in 2nd, but now he's kind of falling off a little bit. Maybe he used up his tires a bit too much on the outside lane there.
He probably did. I think running that high up really kind of kills his stuff. Just that that early, and he was really trying to deliver the fight, and now all of a sudden he's got to hang on. He's falling back to that 4th spot. Jonathan Parker, who was slipping back in the stage. Remember all the problems he was having, he was slipping back, and all of a sudden he's found his way back forward, fighting for this top 3.
This battle for 4th rages on. You see all these drivers waiting within each other. Right, kind of within a blanket. Porter kind of pulls away just a little bit.
Now the fight's for 3rd between Peach and Parker.
And so Peach got up to the wall really early, and I think he just overheated his tires, just burned up his stuff a little bit too much. Now he's kind of in the clutches of everyone else. Parker trying to make that inside lead work. Kind of hard to pass on the bottom, but you see everyone behind Peach ripping the top lane. Chisholm trying to force his way on the outside lane. There's just enough of a gap. Not able to get there. Got on the wall a little bit through the center 3 and 4, but Parker on the bottom, side by side for that 4th place spot.
I think Peach knows what he has to do. Is he knows he's got to block that outside line. He knows right now the group is switching up to the top line. The top line's becoming stronger and stronger as this run goes on. He knows he can't give it up. He's trying to fight there the best he can. He's going to try and force them to pass in the bottom.
Take a look at just weather's all forward here, just how close he is to the outside wall. Just kind of ripping that outside wall there. Trying to get that run on Hunter Peach down the front straightaway. Just see how close he is to this wall here, area turn 1. But he's going to go to the bottom. He'll try to get to the inside of Hunter Peach.
Trying to shut the door a little bit. Tried to take that line away.
Not able to make it work. Snyder holds on to 5th as he had Parker try to take that spot away, but Kissaweather still on the outside lead.
As these runs go on, you really see who switched. You really see guys that were on the offensive early in the run. All of a sudden, they're now on the defensive.
Yeah, all these drivers. Yeah, the drivers kind of go on in the offensive early, try to heat up the tires a little bit too much, kind of overheat their stuff. And now they're going to go on the defensive. Hunter Peach, you see how quick he was to the outside lane and kind of overheat his tires, but now everyone, no one can really get by him. He's able to master that outside lane, he's just able to correct it, and no one can really pass him the bottom. The bottom kind of losing its grip right now and just not able to get it stuck and stick down there.
Yeah, and you know that when you're playing defense, you just got to kind of take that outside line away. You can't let them get to your outside. The outside line is extremely important about this part of the run now. It's hard to already make moves on the bottom. As it is, he's going to pull right up in front of him.
Yeah, guess what? He's trying to stick his nose around the outside, just doesn't have enough gap, not close enough to really get there. Right now, these drivers still single filed out, but now Snyder he's trying to fight off on Jonathan Parker on the bottom. But all these drivers side by side for about three rows back, but about separated by a couple tenths. You got Jonathan Parker working with the bottom of Cole Snyder. You got Brett Bentley inside of Giovanni Klein. And here comes Josh Arnold able to use that outside lane. I believe that's Jose Ruiz. He's coming to pit road.
Cars down pit road.
Hunter Peach dives to pit road as well, yeah. So Peach, Bennett, and Ruiz all dive to pit road with 48 laps to go. They can make it on one more stop. So they pit pretty early in the stage. So we'll keep an eye on where they cycle out. But Moreno holds on to the race lead by about half a second over his teammate of Jaden Porter. But here comes Ethan Fonseca Moreno. He's
all
going
the
to
teammates
pit road. He's very tight, locks it up. Did he get down pit road in time? Did he get it slowed down?
I think he might have. I think he did get it slowed down in time, but all three teammates there, Moreno, Porter, and Parker, all came down pit road at the same time. I think this is a strategy between them right now.
And that promotes Cole Snyder to the race lead. So Cole Snyder going to try to hold on the race lead, but he's going to dive down pit road too. Galantov and Josh Rowan literally side by side for the race lead. These guys can't battle too much or they'll lose that time. This is everyone who just pitted. Nathan Lamont, he's going to push Arnold, try to get him by. There's Jonathan Parker. He's going to come off pit road as these drivers come on by. Moreno able to get down in pit road in time. got it down to speed. So now he's kind of coming off the pit apron there. We'll see where Peach can cycle out. So there's not a caution on the racetrack.
Caution.
I'll find who that is. Is that Moreno? I'm sorry. I'm trying to find who that was. Let's take a quick look at who that was. Oh, it's Jaden Porter. Oh, so here comes Jaden Porter. He's coming off pit road here. So this is a big strat. This changed a lot. So he just gets on the gas too early, just gets loose and back up the racetrack, right onto the outside lane. Peach going right by. And that's going to trap a lot of drivers a lap down. That's going to be big for some of these leaders.
Yeah, that's the one thing. You're always trying to be aggressive coming off of pit road. You're trying to build up all that speed and get back on the racetrack as quick as you can. And Porter just gassed it up too hard, too much too fast, and he just lost it, slid right up the racetrack.
Yeah, so that allows Josh Arnold, Kyle Taub, Nathan Lamon, Nick Kapiak, Donnie Kite, allows them all to pit. And that's going to leave Cole Center the lucky dog, but everyone else going to have to stay on the racetrack and take the wave around. Now, fortunately for these drivers of Moreno, Porter just wrecked it, Kissenweather, Peach, Klein, they just pitted a lap ago, so it shouldn't be too much of a disadvantage, but now they lost all their track position.
You also know that caution really came out and helped them out a lot, put a number of guys a lap down, and it also meant that they got to come down under yellow, not have to lose any spots when things cycle out here. We'll see where they end up placing at.
So you see that race off pit road there, Nathan Lamon, Nick Kapiak pretty much a draggers to that pit exit line, so Lamon was able to get that lead. So Nathan Lamon will be the race leader when we go back green. But Jaden Porter, he's got fresh damage from that wreck, so he's there on the apron. Cole Center is our race leader, showing a race leader for now, but Cole Center, he had the free pass, or lucky dog, any way you want to call it. Most everyone calls it a lucky dog when they sponsored it, but Saturday refers to the free pass now. Just talk about everything. So Cole Center, he's actually going to stay on the racetrack, so he just did pit as well. So he doesn't really need to pit, but he could have got an extra set of tires, topped it up on fuel, maybe go a little bit longer. But he's going to stay on the racetrack, but he will have to go towards the back of the field as being the lucky dog. So he'll have to drop to the tail end. So Nathan Lema will be the race leader when Cole Center receives his.
He could also be saving a set of tires too, but I think you already have enough tire sets. But
yeah, for sure. You could save that tire set, save that extra set of tires. I mean, doesn't really. I mean, it wouldn't really hurt to put another set on, but he just came off pit road.
He did just pit only lap. He did just, yeah. He was just coming off of pit road. He knows the tires are not moving down. It's at that point. It's pointless. You're only now on what, a lap worn tires.
I don't even think it was a lap. I think the yellow came out when he was coming off pit road, so I don't really make much of a difference for him.
So which means he's got the which means he's still got the precious tires, even if that just came down pit road afterwards. So he didn't get to burn anything on them. If that's the case.
Yeah, the problem is he's gonna have to start behind Jonathan Parker. And so you see all these drivers about to get their lap back. So let's take a quick look at who's gonna take the lap. So Jimmy Minch, Ethan Fonseca-Moreno, Mark Kissenweather, Hunter Peach, Shivani Klein, Jose Ruiz, Brett Bennett, Enrique Quinez, Mike Campbell, Tyler Brynock, actually Tyler Brynock falls behind, so he's a lap down, and Jaden Porter also a lap down. So those two drivers stuck a lap down, but you see pretty much from 8th all the way back to 16th, all have to take a wave round, and they're going to be able to get that now. So Jamie mentions all the wave rounds will tail into the back of the field. Actually, wait, maybe Cole Steiner able to, actually I think. Did ever get, actually, he may not even got lapped. I don't think Cole Center got lapped. So that is interesting. So I believe actually Cole Center, he was able to get off pit road before the caution came out. So I don't think he actually ever got lapped. So actually, Cole Steiner going to be the race leader.
Yes, it really did help him out right there. Managed to just get off of pit road at the most perfect time. Able to keep that race lead. And especially he would have gotten that lead too when the rest of them that hadn't pit did come down under yellow there. But that since he wasn't lapped down, he just got to go right around.
Yeah, but interesting to see. We got a lot of new names up front now, but Pace Car going to take that hard left turn. You see all the cars on the inside lane just took the wave around. Green flag back there. Steiner loses the green. Great restart, but Lante Lemon able to match him. Down the front straightaway, coming to the turn number 1. We restart with 41 laps to go. Lemon on the bottom, Steiner on the top. Steiner able to get that clear off into turn 1.
Snyder got him clear, and he's now about 2 car lengths and slowly trying to pull away. If he can get out to that big of a lead, sure, it's not going to help when you got the rest of the field all coming drafting together. He can start running easier on his tires because he knows everyone else has got to run hard to chase him down. He's trying to set the pace.
Yep, Josh Brown, he's trying to get around Kyle Taub, and here comes Donnie Kite. So Donnie Kite, I believe he was the first driver who took the wave around. He's trying to fight his way through. These drivers who were stuck towards that back half of the top 10. They stayed out a couple extra laps, caught that caution that they wanted. Everyone still has to pick one more time in this race. We'll have to see how that goes. But through green, off turn 4, full Steiner leads, but Lema able to hold second, half back and third, and single file behind.
Just got this whole, top 6, 7 cars, all single file at the bottom line, and now they all fan out. At division 1 and 2.
Onboard full Steiner on the gearbox, slick out everyone behind him, and just kind of what lines are taking to see all of everyone everywhere, just the entire field from this camera. Like this camera. Off turn 4, full Steiner still leads. He'll pull away for now. Nathan Lemon sitting about 2/10 back, not really eager to take that race lead away. Knowing he's had a little bit of time, doesn't want to burn up his tires trying to fight for this race lead because he knows it's very hard to pass. What it seemed like so far.
Right now, Snyder's setting the pace, and he's just going to match the pace right now without trying to burn any stuff. Looks like he's not trying to be too defensive. He's definitely not going on the offense right now. He's just got a lot of time that he's just trying to buy out the race.
Here we see Donnie Knight. He wants to get through the field. He's up side by side with Josh Arnold. A little bit of contact. Oh, but Tom sideways behind Tom. And he's going to be able to hold on and gather together, but he's going to lose a lot of his momentum. He's going to hold on to a great save for that 16 machine of Kyle Taub. Cole Steiner holds the race lead as Josh Arnold still under attack from Donnie Kite, but Donnie Kite, he also lost a lot of momentum. He's back to 5th now, but here comes Jaden Porter. Jaden Porter actually a lap down. He's trying to fight his way back up to the lead lap the hard way.
Well, Porter knows right now he is the first car a lap down, and he knows that if what's the point of waiting for a yellow when you don't know if you're going to get one, but you can just go ahead and take the lap back right now. Why wait for the lucky dog?
Especially, he knows he has the speed to get it. He just needs to get up front and try to take and hope for a caution. I mean, he's not really literally 30 seconds. If he can get out front and then catch a caution. If he jumps anyone on pit road, that's free game. He doesn't have to go to the tail end of the field with the EOL from the in the line from the lucky dog. But Jaden Porter, he's looking outside, side by side with Nathan Lemon. So Lemon in second, Porter looking to take his lap back.
And now, though, it brings into question for the leaders of the Skyler Lane. Go ahead and just do you let them go? Use the lap car and try and fight him, knowing that if you feel like if you start backing off, you start just trying to race in easy, is everyone else going to take advantage of you then?
Especially, but like, and also what you've seen so far tonight, the clean air, very important. So I don't know, we'll see how much Cole Steiner values this clean air as the race leader. Jaden Porter trying to find his way by, but I mean, I think if Porter really is eager and just just try to battle you too much. Just let him go and just let him take that lap back and just kind of sit behind him and just focus on everyone else behind you.
And also, if you're trying to be battling and you're keeping the lap down, that's one less car you have to worry about at the end of the race. And we know Porter's got speed, so letting him get his lap back and allowing him to be able to compete with you again at the end of the race is not necessarily the best move you make. So you do have to worry about trying to keep him behind. But at the same time, if you're burning up your stuff trying to keep the lap car a lap down, the rest of the field's going to take advantage of you and go right by you and have one mistake.
Yeah, but Jaden Porter, he's trying to take that inside lane and trying to take that lap back from Cole Snyder, but Snyder able to make that outside lane work, and now Porter's kind of in a little bit of a free train situation with all these lead lap cars trying to fight for the race lead, and now kind of Porter's in the way, and they're all trying to fight, just kind of fight their way by on the outside lane.
They're all trying to fight for position with Porter right now. He does not have to worry about it because the leader is in his sights, and that is a lap he can get back.
But contact here.
He's got nothing to lose at the moment, so it seems like. He's like, I gotta get my lap back. Ooh,
oh wait, I'm caution!
Car around on the backstretch. Car around, 2 cars around, one of them sliding through the grass.
Oh, it's Kyle Taub and Enrique Quinones, as both of those drivers involved in an incident there. We'll take a look at what happened. On turn 2, yeah, Quinones comes off the wall, just not clear. Thought he was clear, just turns Taub up into the outside wall. And Porter gets his lap gets the caution that he needed.
However, he did not get a free pass. Well, I mean, he does get the free pass, yes, but he probably would have much rather liked to just get the lap back on his own there. With the leader right there, knowing now he's got to start at the rear end of the field. He had a chance to, if he was able to get his lap back there on the green, he would have been able to leapfrog a number of guys possibly on pit road. Now he won't be able to do that.
So here we go, we're gonna go down the pit road. Everyone's gonna, this whole Cole Snyder's gonna lead them down pit road. Everyone's gonna take that opportunity to take 4 fresh tires. 30 to go. This could be close on fuel. What do you think?
That could be really close on fuel. I wonder how many people are gonna try and save fuel. You'd think under caution a lot of people are gonna be heavily saving fuel here under yellow, just to make sure they got enough to go to the end.
Then we'll have to see. Moreno, a great stop. I think, yeah, Moreno taking 2 tires to take that race lead. Interesting call there from that 57 machine, but Mike Campbell actually stays out of the racetrack. So that's a call from that 71 machine, Mike Campbell. He's gonna try and take that. He's gonna try and stay out of the racetrack. We'll see if he comes out of the pit road this time.
Considering the laps we've run under green so far, it's a little bit of an interesting move there. Considering now everybody else just pit around you, but you've just jumped up a number of spots. You're gonna lead a lap there. You're also going to lead the lap, but now you're at the front of the field. But it's also that now you got much more older tires than the rest of the field you just hit, so it's going to be a lot harder because once you lose that one spot, you start getting freight trained by everybody else with fresher tires.
Yeah, that's a good point. I mean, yeah, he gets that extra lap lead for the little bit of bonus point, but he's on the older tires, and I'm interested to see what some of these other drivers, as I was about to say, I was looking for it, but Jimmy Minch, he comes down to top off. Same with Jaden Porter. So both those drivers come down to top off onto pit road. Jaden Porter has a little bit of damage from his incident that bring up that
just
last
an extra
yellow.
lap of fuel in there.
Yeah, but Jimmy Minch, he was able to come down pit road. Let's see if we're on the 1-2 green. So we're still on 2 to green. So we'll bring in. That. Let's give me a moment. So let's see if I can find Jimmy Minch into this score. We'll see if we can bring him up. Ask for his strategy. There he is. Jimmy Man, truck and booth. You have a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Alright, so I see, notice there you're topping. Oh, it's actually, everyone else just did it. So you topped off a little bit there. So how close do you think this fuel is?
Very. We might actually have to save just a couple laps by the looks of it.
Alright, so what's your strategy going to this final 26 laps of the race? What's your strategy going to the rest of the race? Try and pick off a race win?
Save, I guess. Save and hopefully not make it into any wreck that happens. The only plan I can come up with.
Alright, well, good luck in the rest of the race. We'll hope to see you again.
Alright, thank you.
So that's that 94 machine Jimmy Man. She tops it off there, but as soon as I bring him in to ask him that question, everyone else just did it. So,
they saw him do it and they're like, alright, he's definitely onto something here. And I think everybody all has the same idea.
So keep in mind,
we gotta get as much fuel as we can.
Just keep. I'm trying to get a list here. So yeah, just keep in mind, Jimmy Man, and all back, I'll top it off. So Jimmy Man, Charles Ronald, Nick Capiak, Jonathan Parker, Nathan Lehman, Donnie Kite, Jose Ruiz, Jaden Porter, and Tyler Barnock also all lapped down. So it's not really a big factor there. We'll see. But Mike Campbell goes off. He's gonna lead him back to the green into the Caruso zone. We're back underway. 26 to go. It's gonna be tight on fuel. We'll see who can make it, who won't. Back in the air, and we're back underway here at Chicagoland.
Justin Weather got a good run there on the bottom line, and he pushed Moreno right out to the lead past Campbell, and now Campbell's got nowhere else to go. Now he's got to hang on wherever he can because he's already back to fight for the good spot.
He's able to make it. He's falling back. He's on this older tire. So he cannot make it, so he's got to pit here soon. And I mean, he's going to have to pit compared to everyone else. Everyone else has to pit as well. But I mean, first of all, he got that extra lap led. I mean, if I were him, I would keep now take 4 fresh tires anyways. We'll see what he does. But he's still stuck side by 3 wide really with Giovanni Klein. And
what he's kind of hoping for is that.
Oh, a little bit of contact. He's going to get him on the wall. He's going to keep it off.
No, I think it was what he was hoping that could happen, staying out as he'd be able to just hold on to a good spot for a while. So that way, if a caution does come out, he gets the knockdown. Get the fresher tires, and actually, if they manage to run a number of laps under green, he can wear their tires down before he comes down the pit road. And now, get a further also
and here comes Donnie Kite. He's trying to fight his way by Mike Campbell. He knows that Jimmy Minch right now is that race, is pretty much the strategy leader to try and take that spot away from Jimmy Minch. He knows Minch is close on fuel, just like everyone else behind him. Same with Jonathan Parker, Hunter Peach. He was up front. He did not top it off.
Now you just got to really find out, can you save fuel under green? And the best way to do that is when you're in the draft of somebody else in front of you. But it's a lot harder to save fuel when you're under green, especially on a track like this.
Especially so Donnie Kite moves to the lead of the strategy. He last pitted 4 laps ago, so everyone else in front of him pitted 6 laps ago. So everyone who stayed out pitted 6. Well, everyone who pitted and topped it off on fuel, it did not top it off. Pitted 6 laps ago, so they have about 2 laps less of what yellow fuel burn would be. So that probably is about a couple tenths of a gallon, which could make a whole difference if some of these drivers are very close.
All you gotta do is just sit and hope you're trying to save fuel any way you can. You know, under yellow is your best way to do that. By riding down the clutch or shutting the car off under yellow, just not burning up any fuel. However, when you're under green and with a track like this where you're really on the throttle a lot, it's hard to save fuel. So now, the place to do it is like lifting early in the corners or not taking gas so much later, but by that point, all your run, lose all your momentum, but it's maybe running like that, is running conservative that way in the beginning half of the run, let's say
Yeah, so you see Parker, he's actually kind of pushing up. He's moved up to 5th, but right now, Giovanni Klein to the inside for the race lead of the second Moreno. Both of these drivers, they're going to be very tight on fuel, knowing if they can, but I don't know if you would want the lead or not. You can sit in the back and just kind of save the track.
But But if you sit too far back in the draft, you start losing the front guys, and however, you'd be saving fuel, but you have a little less traffic depending on which pack you get separated into.
Let's go on board with this the leader of Ethan Fonseca-Moreno. Let's see if he's doing anything to try and save a little bit of fuel. I didn't mention this as well. I mean, we've also seen shifting kind of be a thing in the 1.5 miles in this next gen car on iRacing. So anyway, I don't think anyone has been shifting so far tonight. We haven't really seen it when we went on board with other drivers early in this race. But you want to make it work, but so you see, it's not even trying to save. He's just kind of sticking to it. But meanwhile, let's go over to Jimmy Minch, see what he's doing. Oh, there it is. Jimmy Minch, he clutches it in there. So Minch, he knows his close. He's trying to save that a little bit of extra gas. Let's see if he does it here in turn 3 and 4.
Yeah, he's really trying to save fuel the best he can right now. He knows how close it is. This is just the difference in strategies here. If you think it's going to go green and you plan for it to go green, you're going to save the fuel. But if you expect there to be a
oh my god, but contact for the race lead I'm sorry to interrupt you there, but here comes Cole Snyder. He's looking for the lead as we were just talking about fuel. This battle for the race lead is kind of gotten a little bit out of hand.
Well, there's no saving fuel when you're up in the front of the field.
I was just about to switch to Parker to see what Parker's doing, because Parker, he's close on fuel, he's closer than these leaders, but all these leaders kind of throwing hands at each other, kind of trying to throw in a little bit of door slams at each other. As Parker, he's moved up to 4th, but Snyder tried to make it 3 on Moreno and Klein, but Klein takes the race lead aggressively.
One thing to note about Klein is, remember, he did fall back at the end of that second stage there because of the bad pit stop when he overdrove his pit stop in the first stage, and then it slipped back in the second half of the stage. He's finally got himself right back up towards the front of the field.
But just an interesting note here, so Jonathan Parker, Donnie Kite, Nick Capiak, they're all up here in this front pack. They're all better off on fuel compared to the rest of the field in the pack. Everyone else who topped off that first or second time, as Jimmy Minch, they're all multiple seconds back from this race, from this main pack. Josh Ronald, he's the first one. He's the first one outside this main pack. He's 3 seconds back. He knows it's close. Let's take a look. Let's take a look on board, see what he's doing. Man, he's clutching it too. All these drivers here are all clutching and trying to take it easy. So these drivers knows it's close. If they can save just a little bit more, they could maybe catch these guys up front off guard.
They're also seeing it here just behind this front pack. However, there's not really much fuel you can save, considering with how far back he is from this front pack. But he is clutching it, hoping that something happens in the pack. He did in that last corner, but now that I mentioned it here, he did not use the clutch that time around.
So I have to see how these drivers save fuel. You know, these drivers up front, Klein, Moreno, Parker, they haven't been saving at all. So maybe they're just taking the tire ball and actually save them just a little bit extra they need on fuel. But with 12 to go, we'll see, really know their strategies. If anyone tries to dive down pit road, if they know they're not close.
And right now, I think you're also going to be seeing the guys that know they're closer on the field than the rest. They're going to try and force them to run out. They're going to probably try and run hard so you can force them to run out, knowing that you're closer on field than they are.
We'll have to see what they can do. Right now, everyone's kind of battling here. So right now, Johnny Kite in 4th. Compare him to the leader. So there it is. Oh, so that was pit road. So you can see. So Ethan Fonseca-Moreno. He was actually, I completely forgot. Ethan Fonseca-Moreno in the box for 9.8 seconds. He pitted for 2 tires. But you see, Donnie Kite only 4.6, so you can tell he topped off on pit road. So that could be close there. We'll have to see how that plays out. You see Donnie Kite, he's looking for the inside of Jonathan Parker. Parker up to fourth. Moreno out in the lead.
Just tapped the wall there, just barely.
So we have Moreno in the lead. 9 laps to go. Can he make it? So right now Nathan Lamont, 2.5 seconds back from the race leader. He's been in that pack of with everyone just kind of saving. They've all spread out. You see Mensch, he's now 4 seconds back, but all these drivers right in this pack. It could be close or not. Everyone could be close, but the closest are going to be Parker, Kite, Happyak. Those 3 drivers are going to be the closest in this front pack of 8. Parker getting pushed by Kite. Klein, he's kind of holding up Snyder here. We'll see what he can do. He's kind of helping out Moreno if Moreno's going to be close.
That's what's helping out Parker too, is the fact that he just had the push from Kite down the straightaway, and he also has been sitting just right here in the trap, knowing that he's not running out in the open. He's in the middle of the pack where ultimately he's still saving a little bit of fuel there. With all the traffic around you as well. You don't have the in front of you. You don't have that clean air pretty much like slowing you down when you're by yourself. He's in the middle of this draft, which is helping him save a little bit of fuel.
And also this battle with Klein and Parker, it's letting Moreno get away. If Moreno is close, and that's allowing him to save fuel, but a little bit of contact. Door taps there, door slams there down the back straightaway. Klein, we're going to be happy with that 40 machine there. Pull that little bit of contact, but Moreno, he dives down pit road. I was just about to say, Moreno was close on fuel, and he sputtered coming off turn 4. He had a bigger of a lead the better he was, but he dives it down pit road, so that was one of the drivers who did not top off.
Now the question is, who can make it in this pack? Can any of them make it in this pack?
So, and I was just looking at the fuel. The top 3 now, they were all people who did not, all drivers who did not top off, and now the top 3. All drivers who topped off that last time by. Parker, Kite, Happyak, the top 3 who were all in this pack have been all in this pack for the entire run so far. 5 to go. These guys can be close, but keep in mind, Nathan Lamont, Hunter Peach, Josh Arnold, Jose Ruiz, Jimmy Mensch, they've all closed that gap in.
It's all it comes down to now is just did that extra lap or topped off on the field. Is that going to be that extra lap that gets the checkered flag? If that's going to all be the difference between if you can make it and finishing in a good spot and running out and losing all of it.
Yep, 4 to go. These drivers are drivers pulling a little bit. Cole Snyder, he's up. He did not top off. Other than those top 3, the closest one who did not top off.
Kite's got a good
top off.
Just crossed it. Oh, contact for the lead.
Donnie Kite, contact for the lead, side by side with the lead. But I was keep in mind, Nathan Lamont, he's the next one that topped off all these drivers, so he's trying to make his way through. He was saving. These top 3 were not saving. 3 to go. 3 laps to go here at Chicagoland. Side by side with Parker and Kite.
And you can tell this top 4 is not saving anymore. They are running as hard as they can. And right now, Parker and Kite just keep switching positions. They've been changing lanes. And Happyak's going to go to the top. 4-car battle and 4-car breakaway for the lead and the win.
But keep in mind, Brett Bennett, he did not top off, but he's kind of been saving towards the back of at least the tire where he's right there. These guys didn't involve. 2 laps to go. 3 miles around the 1.5-mile track here at Chicagoland. Jonathan Parker picked up the stage 2 win. He's trying to fight off everyone. Do they have enough fuel? Can they make it? Keep in mind, Nathan Lamont a second back. If all 4 of these drivers run out, he's going to be the first one to pounce. Cover to the white flag. In 3 and 4 for the ultimate time. Ken on the top. Parker on the bottom. Here comes Nick Happyak. He's trying to fight that, take that second spot away.
1.5 miles to go. 1 lap to go. It all comes down to this. Who's saving up fuel? And do the leaders have enough to make it?
Parker towards the middle, Kite to the outside lane, off turn 2, down the back straightaway for the final time. Parker's got a good gap, about a tenth and a half. Kite's got the draft.
Might
Does he
leave it
dive it in
bit.
here? He drives it in 3 and 4. Side by side through 3. He's going to put the door to him. Off turn 4. Kite and Parker side by
Got it with the
side
ball.
to
Here
the
comes
line.
the
It's going to
drag
be a
race.
drag race at the line. They both
They
run
ran
out.
out.
They get pushed by Happyack across the line by 1,000th of a second. Jonathan Parker on fumes takes the win at Chicagoland.
They both ran out right there across the line.
Have you ever seen that before?
I've
Have you ever
never
seen
seen that in my...
a drag race to the line? The leaders sputter at the line, and the drivers with fuel push them across.
A drag
Have
race
you
with
ever
2
seen it?
cars out of fuel. I don't think I ever have.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen you've ever even seen that happen in real life. A fuel sputtering photo finish. Jonathan Parker holds off Donnie Kite. A heartbreaking finish for Donnie Kite. We've seen him here on the channel before. He had an emotional win in Nashville in the Bolt Racing League. It took him a long time to win that one. And he comes up inches short of this one as they both sputtered across the line.
Now you wonder if the 47 and the 6 were both able to try and make a move around the 2 cars that ran out of fuel, or if they did not expect it and just came up on them too quickly.
Let's take a look. So let's take a look here. So 1 minute back. So off turn 2 on the white flag. Donnie Kite, he knows his opportunity. He takes it to the inside. He drives it to the inside. He's gonna move Parker up. And Brett Bennett and Nick Hapiak, they have the huge run. They run out of fuel, and that's the finish at the line. By oh, I've kind of lost it. But what a finish for those drivers.
It would have been very close if Bennett or Hapiak were able to make a move right at the line. It's possible they might not have gotten there, but they were also trying to run the bottom racing each other. They probably didn't even realize the leaders ran out right there.
Yeah, they both pushed him right across the line. He doesn't even have enough fuel to do a burnout. What a finish. Just a door bang right here to the line. And it's going to be right at the line. They both ran out of fuel. I don't have an option for frames here. Oh, okay, I didn't want to do that. Okay, so at the line, right there, that is your finish for those drivers. It's just, I've never seen that in any of all the races I've ever been on iRacing. Never have you ever seen that close with those drivers out of fuel. Just that absolutely crazy finish.
1/1000th of a second to decide it, and it was awfully close. Using the whole apron.
I'm just shocked how that played out. Quickly before we see our interviews here, let's take a look at our results. Just wow! I can't even believe it. By 1/1000th of a second, out of fuel, drag race to the line, Jonathan Parker takes the win by 1/1000th of a second over Donnie Kite. With both those drivers out of fuel, Nick Hapiak and Brett Bennett just saved enough, but weren't able to get by. They're going to round up top the 3rd and 4th. Nathan Lemon, he saved a lot.
Right to the middle there.
Yeah, Nathan Lemon, he saved a lot. He was 5th. He picked up the top 5. Hunter Peach in 6th. Josh Arnold in 7th. Jose Ruiz 8th. Jimmy Minch in 9th. Jaden Porter in 10th. and to the next page, we have wrong button there. Mark Kissenweather in 11th. Cole Snyder in 12th. Enrique Quinones in 13th. Giovanni Klein in 14th. Ethan Fonseca Moreno in 15th. Mike Campbell in 16th. A lap down. Tyler Brannock 17th. And Kyle Tauber, only DNF of the night, rounds out our 18-car field. It's just shocking how crazy that was. Just I've never seen that ever happen. I mean, what a finish there between Jonathan Parker and Donnie Kite as we got through them here. I mean, if you have any questions, go ahead. But while bringing Jonathan Parker, I've never seen it. I mean, you win the race out of gas by 1,000th of a second. How does it feel?
It's crazy. This isn't even my first photo finish fuel mileage win in this league of my career, and I'm still shocked by it because I thought I was on my number, I was gonna sputter right on the line until Donnie had that huge send into 3, and I was like, oh crap, I gotta hit the gas now. And we were just banging doors, and he sputtered, and I'm pretty sure I sputtered at the same time as him. And I'm like, I hope these guys don't wreck us. I don't know what's gonna happen, but yeah. I talked about last week. I've had a black cloud over my head. I had another one on Tuesday night, in a different league. Yeah, I think I finally got one back because after that. The second stage started, I knew losing the lead would be kind of huge. I just got shuffled to the back, and once everyone got that high side rolling, you had to have a real advantage to get a pass down on that inside, or the guy on the outside had to make a mistake. So that just got me back, and that's why I took 2 tires when Jaden spun out of pit road and made that caution. I was like, dang, because I was going to 2-tire it twice. I know that sounds crazy, but this car has such grip on 2 tires. I thought I could make it work, and I guess we'll never know how that would have went. But wow, that was. I'm sure you guys had a lot of fun calling that.
For sure, we definitely did. I mean, by 1,000th of a second, you were able to get it done. But you were the defending track champion. But how does it feel to go back to back here?
Yeah, and it's funny. This is one of my least favorite mile and a halves on the sim, and I just so happened to go back to back here. And the last race I won here too. That was a fun run to the checker with Hunter Peach there. Just this track, I guess, and this car just never disappoints me.
Okay,
well, you may not like the track, but now it's back-to-back wins.
Yeah, it was. Both the setups here were really tight, but I kind of got it figured out. During the second stage, I kind of figured out how I had to drive it, and the track was a little wider. I could make the passes on the bottom work because I kind of had it figured out, but that wasn't the track we had today, and I'm just shocked I was able to make it through the field because when you start the tail end on the longest line, I was just making sure I got through the field as quickly as I could while saving gas, just in case the caution came out, so I'm not out to dry, so I still have a chance if a caution came out. So yeah, there was a lot going through. There was a lot of thinking. That wasn't just driving. That was a lot of thinking, and wow, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I mean,
you saved just enough fuel straight to the end. Just barely made it to the line.
I'm just shocked, but you won it in a crazy fashion. But before we send you off on your way, Andy's sponsored thank for tonight's dramatic race win.
Yeah, so I live in Florida, but I didn't really get hit by the hurricane, but I know a lot of people on the West Coast and the Northwest and even some in the Northeast got really pounded by Hurricane Milton. So everybody send your thoughts and prayers to those guys because those guys have a lot of cleanup to do. I'm thinking of them. I was racing with those guys in mind. I know Zachary Meredith doesn't have power. He lives in Florida, so that's it sucks we couldn't see him tonight, but so first and foremost, those guys are in my thoughts and prayers, and I want to give a shout out to Lowe's and Cobalt Tools and Chad and Earl. I needed them on that last run, and I'd like to give a shout out to the Coca-Cola Company and Mellow Yellow. It's the best soft drink in the world. I'm definitely gonna hammer some after this race. And I want to give a shout out to Christian Pacheco. He usually watches, but he couldn't watch tonight because he lives in Southwest Florida, and that got hit pretty hard. So he evacuated, and he's not home yet. And I'm pretty sure he's driving home now, so he couldn't really watch it. I'm sure he'll go back and watch it. I'm not going to spoil it for him, but I'll give a shout out to him too.
Yeah, for sure. All the thoughts and prayers to everyone affected by both hurricanes that hit just recently. But
I forgot one. I don't want to forget the sponsors. NJB Designs for sponsoring Jaden. He had a okay rebound after spinning out there, and he makes Jaden's cars, and he made my Cobalt 2's car. I feel bad that I didn't win in it, but I was in the Lowe's car today. But shout out to him too.
Yeah, once again, congrats on the dramatic race win, and you got great confidence, I'm assuming, going into the next week, but we'll have to take a look at that real quick. But once again, congrats on the win, and we'll see you next week at, let's take a look, it's Michigan, so we'll see you next week there.
Thank you.
So that was our race winner, Jonathan Parker, and, I mean, it just a finish, and we'll bring in the unfortunate, the losing side to that. I know how much the wins mean to you. I mean, I have commentated your win to so what was it at Nashville and Bolt earlier this year. Tony Kite, I mean, second place. I mean, what do you think you could have done differently there?
Had a little more gas. Ran out right at the line.
Yeah,
Did you think you had enough fuel to make it there, or did you know you were close on fuel and knew you had to do whatever you had to?
Oh, so when we took the white, I ran the first half of the lap half throttle, and I was just trying everything I could to use the draft within the moment I could on the 48. And when I saw turn 3, I completely forgot about my gas and just. I was like, I'm going to use every drop I got until I get to the finish. I knew how strong that outside lane was, so I had to lean on them a little bit this time because I don't know if you guys caught the Kansas race last year. It was a 3-wide photo finish. I lost coming because I was on the bottom lane. They side drafted me, so I was like, I got to go use up the 48. And the good thing is, I have a lot of respect for Jonathan, and luckily, he completely understood. He's rooting for me to get a win. So, big props to JP. There's not a whole lot of people you can race like that, and bumping, running doors, and as long as we're not crashing. I mean, me and him are fighting neck and neck to get to the checkered flag. That's how hard it is to win here in NAOR. So, just doing everything we could to get to the finish. I had a blast. I wasn't even mad. I was laughing. I knew I lost as soon as the car sputtered. And it's finishes like that. It might not have been a win, but I will remember that for a long time.
That I mean, same for me. I did not know it was gonna come down to that. You both definitely made it entertaining, but you just came up short, just like a couple inches short. But before we send you off on your way, any sponsors would like to thank for tonight's second place finish?
Yeah, Juicy Spider Studios is on the hood of the car. I think once me and Juicy Spider Studios partnered up, we've been making a lot of moves, marketing-wise. So big things coming to that company. Really looking forward to seeing how much they've grown and how much they're going to grow. Also, Ayers Designs for putting together the paint scheme. Beautiful paint job. I love the colors. The green pops. Had to make the rims green. I know it's kind of sacrilege to paint the rims, but it looks so pretty out there. So, and obviously, with the big hit Florida took, I'm a Floridian here. I live near Ocala, so I didn't get it too bad. Still got power. Luckily, was able to race tonight. But anyone who's able to catch this broadcast, if you want to donate to the Red Cross or whatever, help out the Floridians and the folks over in North Carolina, Georgia, whomever else got affected.
Yeah, especially hearts go out to all those famous affected. But just well, congrats on the second place finish. But I mean, just hard. I mean, I would have been heartbroken at that point. But I mean, congrats again on your great run tonight. You're able to pick up second, but we'll see you next. We'll see you next week. Well, I already forgot. I'm just too shocked on the win. Well, I already forgot where we're going next week. Next week, Michigan.
That's
so
all right.
We'll see you
live
next
in
week
the moment.
Yeah. We'll see you next week.
Have a good one, Aaron and Riley. Appreciate you guys.
All right, so that was our second place finisher of Donnie Kite. So, I mean. We'll bring in here in a second if I can get the ticker updated. We'll bring in our third place finisher, Nick Hapiak. So Nick Hapiak, welcome to the booth. You seen him right in front of you, out of the gas, dead even. What do you think you could have done differently?
Well, first off, I want to apologize if I'm coughing in y'all's ear. I'm sick right now. I got bronchitis, but um, I don't know. We did that last run, and me and Donnie were working together, and I kept telling him we cannot let that 48 get out front. We got to keep him trapped on the inside, and that way, if he does get to the front of the pack, we're right there on him. And coming off that final corner, I was telling Donnie, I'm like, you're going to have to send it. You're going to have to send it. You're going to have to send it. And he did. He did everything perfect. And coming out of 4, I had Brett to my inside. I'm looking out my left window, seeing if I'm going to beat Brett to the line. And next thing I know, they're running out in front of me, and I'm running Parker over. So I guess the one thing I could have done different is not be staring at Brett. That way maybe I could have shot the gap and maybe won it. I don't know. But either way, that was an awesome finish. All 4 of us ran out of gas right at the line. So it was, everybody did exactly what they had to do, saved exactly what they had to save. That was the wildest finish I've ever been a part of. That was cool. I wish a JS car could have got the win, but hey, I'll take a second and a third.
I kind of just have to ask here, how close were you on field there? Because you had just enough to make it to the line, while the top 2 ran out just before it. How close were you on field right there at the end?
It was, right on. I believe coming to it would have been 2 to go. I was actually clutching, to save just a little bit more because I didn't know for sure if I was going to make it to the line. I was hoping Brett was going to run out a little sooner than he did because, me, Donnie, and Parker all topped off under that caution, and I knew he didn't, so I knew we had a little bit of an advantage. But he did an awesome job saving his fuel, and unfortunately, I wasn't able to come off turn 4 by myself. I feel like if I maybe could have came off turn 4 alone and not side by side, the way they kind of checked up and slowed down when they started battling, it might have sucked me up to them. But that's neither here nor there. It's
I would have seen them running out of field too a lot sooner. But did you?
Yeah, I definitely wouldn't have been looking out my left window.
Did you expect they were going to run out of fuel there right at the line, or I guess when going through 3 and 4, did you think they had enough to make it?
I really didn't know for sure. I knew Donnie was going to be extremely tight, but once we came off onto the front stretch, and we kind of started going through the first part before the dog leg, they were still at full speed. So I turned my focus on Brett, making sure I could get the 3rd spot, and I debated on going high just in case, but I didn't want to leave Parker's draft because I knew that would give the advantage to Brett. And now that I see what happened, maybe I should have gone a little bit high. But hey, you don't know what's going to go on, what's going to happen, and I did what I thought. I thought I was racing for 3rd. I had no idea I was going to be racing for the win in the last 100 feet. So, but yeah, it was wild. Donnie and Parker ran out at the exact same time, and then me and Brett ran out right at the exact same time. When we drove into the back of them, we ran out right when we made the impact with them. So it was wild. I've never been a part of anything like that before. That was cool.
It looked like that when you got to them, you almost squeezed right through the middle of them when you got there.
Yeah, it was close. It was unintentional, but it was close. I don't know. I didn't really. I kind of freeze framed it right at the finish just to kind of see what happened. And when I was fast forwarding and rewinding, it looked like Parker crashed. If he did, I apologize. I didn't mean to wipe him out. I was honestly looking to my left. I had no idea that they were slowing down. But yeah, that was wild, and it's gonna definitely be one for the highlight books for sure.
Yeah, well, once again, congrats on your 3rd place finish, and any sponsors like to thank for tonight's third place finish before we send you off?
Yeah, Juicy Spider Studios, Juicy Spider Gaming, Ayers Designs, Fastcast Podcast, you guys, NAOR, just everything that makes this possible. This is why we put in all the extra work, is for nights like tonight. The racing was great all the way through. Minimal incidents on track. It was a great night.
Well, once again, congrats on third and the dramatic finish, and we'll see you next week at Michigan.
Sounds good. We have my home track.
All right. Well, good luck next week, and hope to see you. Thanks for coming out. I just can't get over that finish.
Have a good one, guys.
You too, man. So that was our third place finisher, Nick Hapiak, and he was in here earlier, but Brett Bennett wasn't here. I was gonna bring him in. I mean, just that close finish. Apologies for the noise. I was trying to get in the slow motion with ATVO there. That finish, trying to send us off there. But I couldn't get it to work. But that was a insane finish, and I mean, that just undermines all the lines and all the racing we've seen. I have to touch on that. I mean, we've seen all the lines, the tie with the fuel strategy. I mean, we've seen it all tonight. And I mean, what are your final thoughts tonight, Riley? After that insane finish.
I'll say that was definitely a exciting one to watch, and especially for this being my first time up here with you up here in the broadcast booth. That is definitely a great way to start.
Yeah, I mean, it was definitely a crazy finish for sure. For sure, it was definitely crazy finish, and I mean, I don't even know. I'm trying to get this slow motion here. Okay, it goes. Okay, that's the replay button. So we gotta figure this out here. Okay, so I'll get this. Okay.
I'm still at a loss for words after that last lap.
Alright, there we go.
Really
so
any one word that can describe that.
Yeah, I mean, let's just take another look at it here, and that's too far. That's too far behind. Let's take. Okay, here we go. Let's take a quick look at this. So 10 seconds. We'll just replay that. 5 seconds. Let's go 5 seconds. And just the replay of that. So here we go. Now we got 16th of a fraction speed. Just coming down the line here. I mean, just rewatching this again. It was an insane finish. Donnie Kite comes up with 1,000 short over Jonathan Parker. Overall, it was a great race. And I mean, we went through the results. We went through all those interviews. I mean, I don't know if anything could top that. Both of the leaders run out of fuel dead even, and you can see Happy. He almost got right in there. 3 wide. He almost got it, but just across the line there.
Maybe if he doesn't make contact with him, you could maybe say he has a chance. If he doesn't run into the back of Jonathan Parker, he just maybe has enough time to be able to squeeze right in between.
Yeah, possibly, but
he also did say he ran out of fuel right as he made contact with him. That's possible he would have ran out of fuel. If he doesn't hit him, he probably runs out of fuel as soon as he gets to his door.
For sure, but I mean, overall a great race tonight, and I thank everyone for showing up. I mean, I gotta do my sign off here. Anyways, next week here here on the network here in NAOR, we have the Michigan. Well, I don't even know what to say. Anyways, next week NAOR, same time at 9:15. Oh, here's Brett. I didn't even see him. Well, okay. Before we sign off, actually, let's while you're here, let's bring you on in. I just can't. So what were your thoughts going through there? We'll quickly get this through. So what were your thoughts going into that final finish there?
Yeah, no, I definitely was thinking my focus was just beating Happy-Act because I thought they had gotten too far ahead. I didn't realize, I was hoping maybe they'd both run out, but I didn't think they'd run out where they did. And by the time, I thought about diving to the grass, but by the time I thought about that, I was already hitting Donnie. In hindsight, maybe if I dove into the grass, I could have made it because I ran out right after the line. and I never lifted, so I probably had enough or it sputtered at the line actually, like right after the line. But I don't know if I had enough momentum to get by him, but I don't know.
Do you think
That
there's
was fun.
anything you could have
I wish
done
we could have fuel
differently on
mileage
that
every
last
week.
lap?
It's really fun just battling in the strategy of trying to save fuel while trying to stay ahead of people and force them to burn enough.
Do you think there's anything you could have done differently on that last lap, I guess, going into turn 3?
Not really, because I had to lift early and clutch in, or I wasn't going to have enough to make it to the line. Like I knew where I was at. Like I kind of was pretty consistent. Like those last 10 laps, I was pretty much clutching in at the same point every lap into the corners. Then about mid corner, letting off the clutch and flooring it. And I didn't want to change that up because I knew my mileage that I was getting was right on my number. So I didn't want to change that up on the last lap. If I had dove in deep, maybe I could have cleared Happy Act, but I probably would have run out before the line. So I don't think there's anything I could have done to get to Parker and Kite in that moment, unless if I cleared Happy Act, maybe I had more options coming in the line, but I don't think I would have had the gas then. So I don't think I was in a spot I could have really won it, but who knows? Like that was one of the more crazy finishes I've been a part of, so I can't complain.
One of the crazier finishes I've ever seen.
It was definitely a blast calling it, but I'll give you all the time, just like everyone else did. But before we send you off, any sponsors you'd like to thank for tonight's 4th place finish?
Joseph Strigley Stats, main sponsor in the car always. Check him out on Twitter. Enriquez Designs. I think you can hit him up on Twitter. He's also on Discord and a couple different places. But the Left Turn Lounge, if you search that, you can actually find him. Also, shout out for that Discord because that's the best place to discuss NASCAR, unlike the official server. It was the largest until the official server existed. And then got to shout out SBLD Short Bus Long Distance. I know Dawson wasn't able to be tonight. He's at Charlotte for the Roval, and all my friends, Brian, Dawson, Dalton, Oscar, Mikey, Jeffrey, all of Short Bus Long Distance and Circumference Ultimate Motorsports. And yeah, happy to come home with a 4th place finish today, and we'll hopefully try to improve on it next week.
Yeah, well, congrats on 4th place in the dramatic finish, and we'll see you next week in Michigan.
Yep, thank you.
All right, so
there
was Brett Bennett. He kind of interrupted our little sign-off, but I just had an interview, and I had to go see what is through his mind, just like everyone else there. I mean, once again, a crazy...
Also, real quick, I think just a quick thing to note, Hapiak and Bennett both had great runs there right at the end because Bennett started 9th in the race, he finished 3rd, or Hapiak started 9th, finished 3rd, Bennett started 10th, he finished 4th. So really, guys, we saw at the back half of the top 10 were right there, right at the end of the race.
Yeah, all night long, all those drivers were trying to take their time. They found their opportunity to pounce with the fuel mileage, and everybody able to make it work. And I mean, congrats to them. It was a great run for all of them, and they were able. And I mean, they were in the craziest finish I think I've ever seen here on iRacing. Now we get back to our wrapping up. So, anyways, so tomorrow night here on the Legends Racing Network, we have Bolt Racing League. Their season coming down to the final race of their chase at tomorrow night at Richmond Raceway, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Hope to see you all there. And next week here on the channel, we have NAOR Cup Series, and I also believe, let me see. Yes, that is. So we have not announced it yet, but here it is now. Wednesday will be on the air here with the Superstar ARCA Cup. They'll be at Daytona for their Daytona 200. So that will be interesting to see. That'll be fun to come out. Hope you all tune in for those 3 races next week. Tonight it was definitely a crazy race. Riley, thank you for joining me in the booth. It's been a pleasure. I mean, you're a big help tonight.
Thanks for having me up here.
Yeah, so thank you once again. So Riley Garcia in the booth tonight, alongside I myself and Aaron Brown. Tonight has been a great pleasure for you broadcasting. Thank you all for tuning in tonight, and we'll hope to see you all sooner rather than later here on the Legends Racing Network, and we'll see you all hopefully tomorrow night for the Bolt Racing League. And so long from Chicagoland.